There are many ways to evaluate what positions to trade in the stock market. All the different evaluation styles basically fall into two camps: technical traders and fundamental traders. Many times you're going to see a mix of both that determines what you end up trading. So it's good to develop a mad set of skills. Ultimately, your approach will depend on your goals and what kind of trading you like to do. Before we jump into learning these two different approaches and how to fit them into your own style, please hit the like button below and subscribe to this channel for more trading evaluation ideas and trading tips. I may not be the most fun person in the world, but I have a wealth of trading knowledge garnered over decades of successful trading. Frankly, you might as well learn from somebody like me who's been on the front line and knows what they're talking about. Okay, let's talk about a fundamental trading first. A fundamental trader is one who takes a thorough look at the company the stock represents. They evaluate the strength of the company, their past performance, and the likelihood of a good future performance. This is my approach if I want to buy a stock and hold it for an extended period of time. I would examine the elements of a company to determine how strong or how weak the company is. How strong is the company's management team? Are they part of the original shareholders or someone hired at a later date? What's their background? What industry did they come from? I would want to know how well the company's run too. What is the company's history? How long's the company been around? What about the products or product they sell? Is there a solid market for those products? And what is their percentage of market share? Does the company have a good research and development track record? You want to know that because you want to make sure their products stay viable as everything changes in our world. Then I look at the accounting stuff. What is their debt load and their debt to income ratio? Do they pay dividends to their shareholders? And has that dividend grown over time, or is it static or even going down each quarter? I would also want to know if there are any lawsuits pending or outstanding judgments against the company. What about their cash flow? Sometimes it's better to sell $1 million at $1 each rather than one unit for $1 million. I would also want to know about the company's future plans for new products. Are they considering buying other companies to increase their market share? All these things would matter if I was buying shares in the company to hold for a long time. There's a fairly quick way to gather this data, but you're going to need a subscription to a company called Investor Business Daily, or IBD. There you can do a quick stock checkup and gather much of the data you're going to need to make a good choice on which stock to trade. I'm going to take you through a little bit. So you go on their website, you go to research, and then you'll see this screen. You enter the ticker you want to check up on. In this case, we're going to enter Apple. And what comes up is the overview of Apple. And you can get their earnings per share, their relative strength of the company, how their marketing is, and also their accumulation distribution, which is how much of investors' money is in that company right now. You can also see the industry group and the sector that Apple's in. And then you can see how that sector or industry group is going. For instance, Apple is in the telecommunications sector, and you can see that sector is like 111th out of 197 industries. Not so great right now. You can also look at the fundamental performance for Apple. What's its earnings per share percentage and how's it done over the last few quarters, etc., etc. Then you can look at their earnings that they have each year, their annual earnings. Are they going up, going down? How's their sales margins doing? As I said, I buy and hold some stocks based on the company's fundamentals. but the approach I like better is as a technical trader. And you can learn more about how I teach my approach at the end of this video. I look at the analytics of how stocks trade. In other words, I'm a herd watcher. I patiently wait for the herd to react, and the herd's buying and selling triggers my own trades. I want to be on the good side of a trade as the price goes up and moves down. So I look at the technicals. What are the technicals? Well, some of them are things like the average volume traded each day, the stock price patterns over time, candlestick and candlestick patterns, support and resistance areas where the price will most likely reverse. You can also find some of these aspects on IBD, as well as recent articles about the company you're researching. All these aspects and more give me clues about when to enter, when to exit, and how to structure my trades. I typically trade options, and they're not held for long periods of time. My gains, though, in option trading are much higher than where I buy and hold stocks. If you want to learn to become a great trader, Investing Buddies is for you. Not only do I stress a good education, I want you to understand the market and be able to trade your own thoughts and make a ton of money. I also share the trades I'm doing and why I'm doing them so you can see and learn from my experience. This will give you a great start on your way to becoming an exceptional trader. Now, right now, you can sign up for a free 2-week offer. The button is below. But you can also sign up for the next data class series that starts in September. Data is a 10-week course. The name says it all, double account trading adventure. Yes, I typically double my account every 10 to 12 weeks. People have been watching me do it for years now. Can you double your account? Sure, with some dedicated perseverance on your part and some Investing Buddies help, you're well on your way.